I have found an excellent way to communicate with my family and loved ones using Echo Dot Alexa devices as an intercom. I'll show you how to connect the dots. Come on, let's go. Step 1, understanding drop-in and announcements. So drop-in is a two-way communication, and you initiate it by talking and saying the wake word. For example, Alexa, drop in Lindia's room. And then it's received by Lindia's room, and then you have a two-way communication indicated by the two arrows. And you can keep on going as long as you want, and one of you says, Alexa, stop. And that ends the two-way communication. Now for announcement, this is just a one-way communication. And again, you initiate it by talking and you say, for example, Alexa, make announcement. She will then ask you what announcement you want to make. You tell her, and then she transmits the announcement to every single device you have connected to your home network. Whether that be 1, 2, or 20 devices, she will announce to all of those devices. For each device, you will need to enable announcements and drop-in so that it will work. What you do is you open the Amazon Alexa app, you go to Devices down at the bottom menu, and then select Echo and Alexa in the upper left-hand corner. And these are all of your Echo devices. So go ahead, and here we're going to select Kitchen. So once you're in the device settings for Kitchen, you want to go down to Communications. You can see it's enabled. We'll go ahead and click that. And what you want to do is you want to check that Announcements here is enabled, disabled, enabled, back. And you want to make sure that the drop-in, you can select My Household only, and so only devices on this account. So whichever email you use to log into your Amazon Alexa app, that would be all of the devices on your account. And you can also select On, which is permitted contacts only. So in that case, you can actually add people who are not on your account. And in this situation, you would have to allow those people permission to drop in on you. And that's done for Kitchen. And so Kitchen is an Echo show. Let's go ahead and do Lindia's room next. So Lindia's room, go down to Communications. And we can see here, it's already on Announcements enabled. And for Lindia's room, it says My Household, so only devices on my account. And then we'll do the same thing for Cynthia's room. So Cynthia's room, go down to Communications. Announcements enabled. And drop in, I'm going to go ahead and change that to My Household because I don't want anyone outside of my account dropping in on my room. Okay, great. Step 2, what you will need to use Alexa as an intercom. Here's what you will need. 2 Echo Dots if you are using Alexa as an intercom inside your home. Or if you want to take one with you to a different place and hook it up to Wi-Fi, you can still use these 2 devices. The one on the left is the 2nd generation Echo Dot, and the one on the right is the 3rd generation Echo Dot. If you want to upgrade, you could use an Echo Show. So an Echo Show works just the same as an Echo Dot, except it also has an LCD screen, which can be kind of fun. It has some suggestions on jokes you can ask Alexa to tell you and other fun things like that. And if you're using the Amazon Alexa app on your phone, as an intercom to your home, then you will need a cell phone with the Amazon Alexa app, and that can be on an iPhone or an Android. Step 3, how to use Alexa as an intercom in the home. Examples for step 3, announcing dinner is ready. Alexa, make announcement.
What's the announcement?
Hey everybody, dinner's ready.
Announcing.
Hey everybody, dinner's ready. If my mom needs anything, she can drop in my room or make an announcement. In real life, not in a pandemic situation, you could announce, hey everybody, we're leaving for a movie in 5 minutes. Step 4, how to use Alexa as an intercom when you are away from home. When mom was in the rehab hospital, I brought her Alexa device and we hooked it up to her Wi-Fi, and she was able to communicate with me as if she was in the house. But she could always do a drop-in to my room where she knew I was working, or do an announcement if she wanted to communicate with me. And because it was already set up as part of this house, it worked beautifully, and it made us feel so much more connected even though we were 20 miles away. You could take an Echo Dot Alexa device to a friend's house and of course hook it up on their Wi-Fi, and then I would be able to communicate with mom if she needed me, and I wouldn't feel that I was leaving her alone because I know that she could communicate with me easily through Alexa if she needed to. Step 5. Use the Amazon Alexa app on your phone as an intercom to your home. For this to work, you will need at least cell service or Wi-Fi. A situation where you could use the Alexa app on your phone to communicate with home is if you wanted to drop in on a babysitter and just check and see how things are going.
Hi, this is Cynthia. Just checking and seeing how's the babysitting going.
One of the ways I've used this before is if I am in a grocery store and I just use the Alexa app on my phone, and I can drop in at home and say, hey, do we have milk? Do we have eggs? And then I can make sure that, and that's just one way to communicate with people at home, or just ask them what they want.
Hello everybody, it's Mom. I'm at the grocery store and I wanted to see if we have milk and bread. Can someone please check for me?
One way that I would use the Amazon Alexa app on my phone to drop in home would be like if my car broke down and I needed to let mom know that I was going to be running late or something like that. It has a lot of uses. I've used it several times. I remember dropping in on the kids and letting them know something that was important that they needed to know right then and there, and I wanted to tell them myself. It's just another form of communication, so it comes in handy a lot.